It's number 17 of MaRkED Birth. I'm going to go back to my awakening. Okay, so I had found out that I had Morgellons. See, I found out I had an advanced environmental disease before I found out the underlying cause was Lyme when I was bit by a sand flea at age 6. So my body started to deteriorate, and my imbalances started quite young. A lot of people treat their children with medicines and the ADHD and all that hyperactive stuff. And how do you know it wasn't from a bite or something underlining? Is this because you listened to what a smart man wrote, and then you fed your child what that smart man thought was going to help your kid? Nobody back in the Bible took these things, and they were probably hyperactive. I myself and my mother are hyperactive per se. We wake up with our eyeballs open. We're like little Energizer bunnies. Okay, if you take that away from us, we're not going to be able to function to our highest level of achievement because you're blocking energy with these pills. I thank Jesus every day that my mother and father never gave me medicine, and I know I needed a truckload of it. When I was allowed to personally make my own decision and get on medication when I was older, it pretty much made me a zombie. Once I finally found something that didn't have such bad side effects. Now, one medication blew me up, Geodon. It took 3 months. I could post a picture. It's in the black and white dress of me. My entire face, my body was filled with fluid. This medicine is a bad medicine. It gave me anxiety from the fluid around my heart. This medicine could have killed me. But because it blew me up and made me so sick, and then I realized it was the medication, and getting off of the psych meds was even harder than balancing out or finding a therapeutic level on them. Once I got and detoxed off of this Geodon, this psychiatric medication that I chose to take, my weight started shedding off of me, and my anxiety started to disappear. I didn't really have that bad anxiety until I started taking it. Then the anxiety was through the roof. Well, I was filling up with fluid, and I got off of that medication. I saw how damaging that medication could be. Also, taking this medication wasn't allowing me to wake up. I believe God was trying to wake me up, and I was zombie. Like I said, I was just going through the motions of life like a stoner on psychiatric drugs. And I got off the meds, and what ended up happening is the weight shed off me. I started feeling better, and I thought, I want none of this poison in my body. None. Well, that's when I started to become aware that I was being called by God. When I removed the medication prescribed to me by my choice, and I cleared it out of my system, I was able to begin to see truth. The cloak and the veil, the cloak started peeling off like onion shards, and the veil started lifting up, and I started seeing stuff. And now, this medication that I was on had me more cloaked. When I removed it, slowly I was able to see reality. Now, I was on it, like I said, on and off for years, trying to find the right dose. Even if you take Benadryl or anything that's going to mess with you being awake, melatonin, Sominex, NyQuil, any of these things are going to affect your awareness. And when I mean awareness, they say, oh, don't drive a car. You're a zombie. You need to clear your system. But remember, the meats and stuff that you put in your body that are full of growth hormones and injections, and your animals are getting vaccinated that you're putting in your body. So you're eating, especially veal and stuff. So seafoods, you don't know what river, what oceans these things are coming out of, if they're toxic. You're blocking yourself from these poisons and these toxins, from allowing yourself to awaken and be aware and hear a calling. This is like a crazy page right now because I'm all over the place. My awakening had to do with me removing my vanities, removing my toxins, removing the meat from my body, removing the medications, removing any substances that were addicting. Once I depleted all of my yuckness that I invited in, I was clear-headed to be able to hear my instructions clearly. And then the voice started teaching me how to slowly remove the poisons, the toxins, and the falsehoods that were taught to me. He only did it slowly, piece by piece, because the body can't handle shutting off sugar, shutting off caffeine, shutting off nicotine. That voice, my savior, is the one that showed me how to do it. Not a book, not a group, not another soul. Yes, y'all gave me strength. Yes, y'all helped guide me. You gave me answers. You carried messages. My instructions were clear. I'm not going to give you more than you can handle, but you have to willingly rid these things piece by piece, which made me a vegan after a while, which made me smoke free, which made me, well, in a sense, which made me free of all these poisons and fleshy desires that can cloak you and make you not aware. And if you are getting a calling, it's going to be all blocked and faded, and you're not going to hear just one clear voice because you have so much covering. When you invite poisons and toxins and things in your body, it covers you. Okay, just like Lyme and Morgellons, it takes over unless you gain back control. So, if your kid's a little hyperactive and it's bothering you, run him, swim him, make him tired naturally, okay? Get him up in the morning at 5 a.m. before school and walk him around the block 5 times. See if he doesn't get normal in school. Or is it easier for you to just pop a pill in his mouth and drop him off at a later date, a later time? Make him wake up in the morning and swim laps in the pool. Make him walk the dog. Shouldn't be putting medication in your children. Okay? Smart man gave it a name. Then they labeled a pill for it. And then you have an easy fix. Not cool. I love you. We're going to go to 18. This was about my awakening, but it entails how I got there. How I was aware that I was actually becoming awake is removing all the lies and the falsehoods that you were taught. We're all innocent. Every single one of us are innocent. We do not know what we're doing. I love you.